guys, it's LaToya and I am back with another video for you guys, and today I am very excited about this video just because, I don't know, it's about wash and goes and I love me a good wash and go. So today's video is specifically for my type 4 hair girls. So if you don't have type 4 hair, then all these things that I'm saying might not apply to you, but if you are having trouble with your wash and goes, then you can still watch and maybe something I say might be helpful for you. But today's video is all about why you can't do a wash and go, or why your wash and goes don't seem to work out for you. So today I am going to share 5 tips for you on the secrets to a good wash and go. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so my tip number 1 for my type 4 girls is when you are styling your wash and go, you need to use heavy products with a thick consistency. If your products that you have been using are kind of creamy and runny and very like watery, then your wash and go probably isn't going to turn out that well, because if you have thick, coarse, coily hair, then you're gonna need a thick product to match your thick hair, and you need something that's going to get into your hair and separate out the coils. A light and watery product isn't gonna be like strong or heavy enough to do that. And your product also needs to be heavy, so it can weigh down your hair a little bit so you can get a little bit of length, especially if you have like a whole lot of shrinkage. So tip number 1, you need to find yourself a heavy and thick product. Now that could be the leave-in conditioner or the styling cream or the gel that you use. No matter what products that you choose to use in your hair, they gotta be thick, girl. So moving on to my second tip, it is all about how you apply the product. Girls with like looser textures can kind of just maybe run the product through the hair, rake it through, and you know, it does the job. But if your hair is thick, you gotta really get in there and rake the product through and smooth it out, and you also have to use maybe more product to get the result that you're looking for. So that moves me on to my tip number 3, which is how you manipulate your hair. Now, don't be afraid to get in there and make your hair do what you want it to do. If you're raking it through and you're not really seeing the curls pop, then pull apart the curls. And by that I mean, you know, when you're putting like the product through your hair, you're gonna start to see your hair clump together, but the clumps might still be like coiled with each other, you know, maybe by the end of it, since your hair is really coily, it all just wants to clump together. But so just like gently pull apart and like smooth the product over each individual clump of curl, and that helps define your curls. Also, your wash and go might not be working out for you because your hair isn't detangled enough. If your hair is not detangled enough, then when you go to put the product in and your hair is still tangled, and you're gonna have trouble when you go to rake through your hair because your fingers are gonna get stuck in your hair. So in order to manipulate your hair to form the way that you want it to, it's gotta be detangled. So make sure that you spend time in the shower with conditioner in your hair, either detangling with a wide tooth comb or with finger detangling with your fingers. Just make sure that you can easily glide your hands through your hair. Tip number 4, which I think is probably the most important tip for type 4 girls, is, honey, you need a gel. You need a gel if you're going to attempt a wash and go. I know for me, if I were to not put a gel in my hair, first off, I use the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie, and if I were to just put that in my hair, which I've tried before, my hair would do absolutely nothing. It wouldn't form any curls, the curls wouldn't clump together. It would moisturize my hair, but then my hair would just dry and it would all be intertwined and get all knotted and tangled up. But what the gel does is it separates my curls so they're all, you know, individually in their own little clumps, so they don't get all tangled with each other. It makes my hair last longer, and yeah, that's the only thing that defines my curls is gel. Maybe there's somebody out there with type 4 hair that can skip the gel part, but in my personal opinion, It's not gonna work unless you have some gel. And I was saying that this video is for type 4 hair because type 3 hair doesn't necessarily, you might not necessarily need to use gel. It might be like too thick and too heavy for your hair if you have type 3 hair. But if you have thick, coarse hair, try out some gel. Can't hurt to try. I definitely can't go without it. And my tip number 5 of why your wash and go is not working is because you're expecting it to look like Sally's over there. Who is Sally? I don't know. I just wrote a random name. But yeah, your hair isn't gonna look like someone else's hair. So you might think that your wash and go failed, but that's just what your wash and go looks like. It's not gonna look like hers or hers over there. It's gonna look like your wash and go. So yeah, don't expect your wash and go to look a certain way and then it doesn't, so you think that it didn't work. It probably did work, you know, that's just what your wash and go looks like. So those are my 5 tips to help you achieve the perfect wash and go. Use thick, heavy products. Make sure you apply the products thoroughly through your hair. Don't be afraid to maneuver your hair in the way that you want it to look. And make sure you detangle. You gotta use gel. And don't expect your wash and go to look like your friend's wash and go. I hope that my 5 tips for the perfect wash and go helped you guys out. If they did, comment down below. If you have any other tips, also comment down below. And subscribe to my channel so you guys will be up to date with my newest videos. Don't forget to like this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!